It's animosity.
They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, so I would be a fool to leave my eyes exposed. In the dark I glow, I got neo soul, so with my eyes closed I can see a lot when it's told. I've been exposed, the stories of rose made with pure gold, pearly white gates with the diamond handles. Trying to hustle hard so my family can go down Wall Street without them folks calling us broke. I've been rich before, bro, but not in this lifetime. These kids got swag, but it's not quite like mine. Walked in the crib, my girl watching that Lifetime. She hit me with a question, now I'm dialing my lifeline. My life is like a show that hasn't made it to prime time. I'ma skip that prime time and chill in the limelight. A 9mm don't shoot like a 4.5. Mathematic flow, boy, I'm spitting that Einstein. Dog, I swear I must have killed that pussy like 9 times. Now she spoiled and she wanna dine us to fine wine. We ain't jewelry shopping, but you just picked a fine time. Peace, I gotta go, I drop you off at the bus line. I used to kick dirt, now when I travel I touchdown. Who's gonna make you eat dirt for talking about us? Nah, used to be a boy, I'm on my grown man-ish. And if your life sucks, I'm trying to get to know that bitch. If he's cool, then baby, I'm cold as shit. Matter of fact, I don't know nobody cold as this. I'm built for this itch, they trying to study my blueprints. I'm so Swayze, like I studied the blueprint.
Money coming in, so we up now. When I was broke, they wouldn't touch down. Started from the bottom of the bed, man. Had to get it fast, want no vision. We was lights out, trying to find a way out. Damn, look where I'm at now. I used to be on rocky grounds, but it's solid now. Homies I used to call friends, they ain't solid now. Situations change, I got problems now. Never worry about the haters, focus on the win. When I was down and out, they weren't focused in. Get a little bread, they all focused in. I chose to look at life through a different lens. And my lady stayed down for it all. Take flight, touchdown, we don't round trip at all. We stay, fuck up the towns and the mall. It's her day for being down for the cause.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As y'all come in and hit the like button. One of the best Xbox podcasts in the community. Play the game, man. We back, baby. Let's go. As you come in, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? We about to get to it. I know y'all miss us. Been inconsistencies. You know what I'm saying? Just had to get some things taken care of behind the scenes. But we're gonna keep pushing and try to get this thing going. No, my brother, I ain't seen you in a minute. Talk to you in a minute. What's been up, my brother?
What's going on, bro? What's going on, dog? Man, I've been working. Yo, I got the promotion I was working for, and I was doing like.
Man, congratulations! I told you.
Appreciate it, bro.
I told you, bro. I said you already got that, bro.
Appreciate it, dog.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm proud of you, brother, because I know you went hard for that. You know what I'm saying? And you got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. Brother. Salute to you,
Thank
brother.
you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You know, the pockets a little chunky. You know what I'm saying?
No, I need that, bro. I need that.
Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Shout out to the people in the chat, man. Like I said, as y'all come in, hit the like button, share it out. We got lots to talk about. Xbox Gamecom, they showing up with 50 titles that's going to be at the show, and a lot of that stuff is going to be playable. We got to talk about Avowed, and it's being delayed, but we also got to talk about the lineup of games, right? The pipeline, right? And we're going to talk about it from first, second, and third party perspective, right? We're going to cook because Microsoft and Game Pass has a lot to offer between now, even earlier in the year, and through 2025. We're going to talk about that. Also, this conversation about Microsoft getting out of the hardware business, I think is a lot different than that. I still think they're going to remain in the hardware business. I think they still need a platform there to be a conduit to their store, similar to like Google has phones, Apple has phones, Apple TV devices, and things like that as conduits to that store. And I think Microsoft will always need their hardware, even if they're on other platforms. So we're gonna talk about that. Anything else that's going on in gaming, and we're about to cook. Hopefully, Mello show up at one point. We're also going to talk about the state of PlayStation, right? Because I seen a lot of ponies, turn a blind eye. I seen a lot of ponies choose to talk about Xbox instead of what's actually going on at PlayStation. Now,
Crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I specifically remember that me, you, and our brother Mello said
Right.
Jim Ryan overplayed his hand, even with the Call of Duty situation, and that he got by Bungie. Right?
Not even that. He made a bold statement. He said,
What'd he say?
I'm gonna paraphrase. He said, "We made a better investment in Bungie, or Bungie was a better investment than Xbox acquiring Activision."
Okay,
Pretty much what he said. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He did say that. And we're going to talk about that because there's been a lot of stuff that's going on with Sony and Bungie and PlayStation, and it ain't looking good over there. And now, people are trying to sweep this under the rug and trying to celebrate, saying, "Yay, Sony is about to take over Bungie." I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I've never seen the defense control is crazy. Whenever there's no such thing as bad news for PlayStation. Anytime a game gets canceled, a studio gets shut down, a project gets dismantled, it's always Sony made the best decision. You ever notice that?
Yep.
Coming from mainstream media and hardcore PlayStation guys, right? You got a few out there that express their disappointment, but then once the grievous is gone, then they'll come back around and be like, you know what? After thinking about it, Sony made the best decision. No matter what Sony does, they just can't do no wrong. So mind you now, Bungie was being ran by Sony. There's a misconception that Sony had nothing to do with the day-and-day dealings with Bungie. Sony was involved, not PlayStation, but Sony was involved with Bungie. So a lot of the decision makers, when it came to laying off people, Sony was part of that decision.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Sony, you can't blame what's his name, Pete Parsons, 100%. I'm pretty sure he takes the bulk of the accountability.
Him and the
CEO.
executives. So okay, we're gonna start off there. We're just gonna cook from the beginning, right?
It's so much to cook, man. It's so much. It's so much to digest.
We'll get to the Xbox news a little bit later because we're gonna end the show on a high note. But we're finna cook these motherfucking PlayStation news. And that's how we finish. Let me tell you something, right? When this first happened, right? And we found out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sorry for not doing the introductions, y'all. It's only a few of y'all in the chat. Y'all know who y'all are, who always show up. Salute to y'all, but we finna get to cooking. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody who pop up in the chat or whatever. But we finna get straight to the mix, right? Now, we have found out, well, we knew before all of this that even before the story came out with Bungie, with Sony, and even the rumors about Microsoft, we were already told that Bungie went to Microsoft first and wanted Microsoft to acquire them, right? And they told Phil $2 billion, right? $2 billion, only $2 billion, right? And it's crazy that and Jez Gordon came out and affirmed that, right? And pretty much it was the same stipulations, some of the same stipulations that they had with Sony. They wanted their freedom. They wanted to be on their own. They wanted to continue to make third-party games across all platforms. And they wanted Microsoft to not have any control or say-so on how they run or operate their business. And Phil
Right.
Spencer told them no. And we always said on this show that was just like a motherfucking going to a bank and asking for a $2 billion loan. Why would I give you $2 billion and then have no say so in regards to your future, what you do, or anything like that? Right. But then who
Yep.
comes along? Who
They
comes
tried.
along,
They
Noah?
were looking for a dummy. They was looking for a dummy.
And they got one. Hello. You a big dummy. I wish I had that. Let me tell you something. I wish I had that audio. I wish I had that audio. You
Oh yeah,
big,
you big dummy.
let me,
Sanford his son. You big dummy. Yeah.
yo, and guess what? Even Michael Pachter said the same thing we were saying. He said, and I quote, I think Sony vastly overpaid. I think this was a statement where we're not going to let Microsoft get ahead of us. So we'll just buy something out of desperation.
A
Right?
knee jerk reaction.
Yes. And
Knee
that was
jerk.
always our stance at State of Gaming, that they was trying to do something because the investors was on their ass. Remember, Jim Ryan got pulled into a meeting with the investors, and what he was questioning about Call of Duty. He was questioning about the ABK deal. You know why? Because Sony and them investors was making what, Noah? They was making bread off Call of Duty.
Yeah, for Call of Duty. Yeah, and
And
they
they
knew it.
was concerned, even though he lied to them.
He did, and that's why he had to get up out of there.
Right.
So I lie to
And
these people.
so Phil Spencer say no. And I understood that because I know before Microsoft makes any kind of purchase, right? That their financial officers or their financial department are gonna look at the numbers, right? Like even though it took them a while to get a hold of the Activision books, and that's because old buddy was trying to hold out to see if somebody else can swoop in and up the price on Microsoft, but Phil and Nadalia played that in incredible and kind of sped up the process and forced Activision to sign that non-complete. Well, not enough, but like a non-competing clause where no other organization can come in and compete, and they had a time limit on it. But it was really smart of them, right? So here comes Sony, goofy ass, right? So they spend $3.6 billion. You can round that up to $4 billion. Remember, Thresh say they'll make that back in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, he did.
Because how successful what is Destiny. Right.
Destiny.
And then you had all the PlayStation fans on Twitter celebrating. I remember, no, especially when they found out that Sony was paying an extra $1.2 billion for what, Noah? Retention, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I thought it was like 2 billion.
No, it
It
was
was 1.2, 1.2 billion.
It was 1.2 billion for retention because they wanted to make sure that they maintain the
So how much we
employees.
so we really at what 6.2 billion spent?
No. I think the 1.2 billion was, I guess it was a part of that 3.6 billion.
I'm
Well, I don't
assuming
know.
I'm gonna assume that it's not.
I think it was 4.2 billion. I think they paid 3.6 billion, the extra 1.2. So it was 4 somewhere.
Oh,
Somewhere
okay.
up in there.
So
My math ain't
slightly
mathing
under
right now.
5 billion.
Yeah, so my math ain't mathing right now. But I think they overpaid, right? And we said that for junk. We said that Bungie is not the Bungie that they used to be, right? They're not Bungie from the Halo 1 days or the Halo 2 days, or even the
Right.
Halo 3 and the Halo. All them guys had been gone, right? So no, before we get really into the, I need to know your perspective when you found out well, first we found out months ago that they was letting go over 100 people from Bungie, right?
Uh-huh.
And now they talking about they're letting go over 220 plus. So maybe around 250 plus. And now I'm talking about not just employees, I'm talking about senior people, executives, and everything. What was your first thought when you heard about this?
I told you so.
Say it again.
I told you so. Uh, bro, like Bungie only own well they own several no they don't. Let me take this back. They own several IPs, but they only produce one. So you spend all this money for this. I think I said this on the show before.
Yeah.
Bungie is overrated. When you look at what they've accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
what they've done in the past supersedes what they're doing now when it comes to Halo and building the online infrastructure through with Xbox.
Yeah.
But they haven't replicated anything similar to that. When you look at them as a studio or as a company now
Yeah.
compared to back then, that
Mm-hmm.
still was a big hit. I give it that. But remember, they had the back end of Activision,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people blame Activision when they fell off in Destiny 2. So this was supposed to be Bungie's opportunity to what's the word I'm looking for? This was supposed to be their story where they come back to glory. They return to glory, right? They got
Mm-hmm.
the back of the Sony. Sony's gonna help fund their next project because
Mm-hmm.
Lightfall was a failure. And I mean I'm hearing reports that this new DLC is a success, but I don't see it. I don't see anybody talking about Destiny 2.
Worried
At
about
all.
the gang shit.
At all. Ain't
Like
nothing. The
they
police don't
said,
talk about
like
Destiny
media
2.
headlines that I'm reading say even after the successful Destiny 2, what's it called? Final Shape, Bungie still lays off employees and it gets absorbed by Sony. But where's the success? I don't see anybody. I don't even see people posting videos, clips.
No,
Right,
no, no.
the Destiny 2, the people that diehard Destiny 2 fans that I know not even playing Destiny 2 right now. So I don't know what they're using to measure success.
My brother Mello.
You? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me
Now,
good?
now, we had an argument with Thrash, right? Man, you was checking Thrash on this whole Bungie shit, right? Remember that? We said they overpaid.
Man.
We said Jim Ryan got, right? What you think about this news when you first heard it? I know you had a lot to say.
Oh, you know I had it, boy. I was in this motherfucker doing backflips. I ain't even gonna hold you. I called myself the Yoda of gaming in this bitch because I predicted all of this shit on me, baby.
Talk your
You
shit,
feel?
brother.
We was in this motherfucker telling y'all from day zero.
Facts.
I know a pimp when I see a pimp.
Well,
nigga. And Jim White came in that motherfucker with the smooth gators on. You feel me? He put the little Stacey Adams, something light. You know what I'm
like
saying?
alligator loafers and shit.
Little press on
stuff.
it. You feel me? He go ahead and hit him with the little long tail, you know what I'm saying, coat, you know what I'm saying, fox tail. He hit him with the fox, you feel me? Told him, yeah, we gonna go ahead and drop this little money on mama right here. And she came over there and fucked up the whole scene, bro.
Fucked up the
when you got a piss poor company come in as your hold on, man. Can we cuss on here? Because I really want to
talking
get
shit.
in
We're finna talking tonight. Talking like you're talking, brother.
When you see, this is some pimping shit going on around here.
Pimp on.
When you go ahead and get you a new bitch, you feel me? And you allow your bottom bitch to dictate what's going on around this motherfucking strip with your main bitches. We got a conflict of interest. You feel me? Who the fuck is this little bussy with the bust down makeup thinking she the golden child bringing in the bread? Bitch, you ain't showed us nothing.
Get that little bitty bitch up out of here. That little bitty bitch ain't
up out of here.
Little bitty bitch ain't showed nothing.
How you gonna tell my main bitch Naughty Dog how to run her company? How she gonna do what she needs to do around this motherfucker? Cause she bringing in thousands.
You struggling with your own, bro.
And you struggling with your own kitty, bitch. What we doing around here? You giving me $20, $30. You bringing in $20, $30 while this bitch over here bringing in thousands. What are we doing around this motherfucker?
Where is factions?
You feel me? And now, okay, you want to come around here and act like you want to boast and brag, and you the bottom lot lizard, only bringing in $20-$30. You know what, bitch?
He said, "Put your pussy on screen. I'll give you $1,000."
Give you $1,000. You feel me? I'm gonna tear this motherfucker down. Mother bitch, I need all this shit. You got to go. You've been dismissed, brother. Shout out to Jim Ryan. That boy been pimping since big pimping.
Since been
pimping.
Hey, they did a number on him. And
all
Sony,
for the love.
And Sony had to get him about
Hey,
that.
bro.
Look,
it wasn't just Bungie.
All for the love of Microsoft. All for the love of
Phil and Bungie ran a number on him.
Hey, you know what's bad too, bro? You know what's bad too? I don't know if people thought about this, but remember the leaks?
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just factions too that got canceled. They canceled Spider-Man MMO and everything.
Yeah.
On the back of Bungie. Bungie came through and said, "Yeah, all that shit trash."
That's what I'm saying. Noah, how you gonna let your bottom bitch treat your main bitch like she a side bitch? We don't do that around here.
We don't do
that.
What
are we doing?
We don't do. What are we doing here? I'm telling you.
Naughty Dog been the grand champion of PlayStation Sony franchise since motherfucking the PS3 era, bringing in Moolah, Uncharted, Last of Us, nothing but greatness.
I actually think Factions could have did something.
Factions would have done something, and that's the problem that people are trying to run around with this parade saying, "Oh, they did the right thing because they didn't know what they were doing with gas and thought." Nigga, you lying. The Last of Us name alone would have pushed numbers,
especially with the TV show.
Due to the fact of what they was trying.
TV show.
Due to the fact of what they was, the ideal of what they was trying to do with goddamn Last of Us. They was trying to make a player versus enemy, PvPe, survival, fucking shooter game, looter shooter.
Bungie came in and said, "Nah."
No. Which means in the environment of Last of Us, you would have hit a possible DayZ, maybe PUBG. What's that? Escape for Tarkov type of environment. In the Last of Us environment where you going into the world grabbing resources and you have to worry about enemies trying to take your ass out.
And you got to worry about other players and then zombies. You play some zombies in the world and just think how they react to sounds and things like that. You know how chaotic that could have been,
bro.
With the let me say this: I'm not
using resources in the world to make traps in the game. Nigga, don't tell me that shit wouldn't.
Especially on some of the enemies on Last of Us, that's real sensitive to noise where people be trying to sneak past. Imagine you have a instance where you're in a room and you're PvP, right? And you got you against another set of group, y'all going at each other. And both of y'all in the room with these enemies that's sensitive to hearing.
Motherfucker and that don't have a silencer.
And both of y'all trying to kill each other, but y'all also want to stay cramped and not disturb.
Away from the clickers and shit. Man, come the fuck on.
Hey yo, let me tell you how that shit went down though. Let me tell you how that shit went down though, bro.
How it went down? How it go down?
Hey yo, Bungie, man, yo, we working on this game, bro. I can't wait for you to see it, dog. A word. Let me see what you got. Yeah, man. Look, bro, it's called Factions 2. Oh shit, let me see that mouse right there real quick. Yeah, you want to add some final touches to it? Yeah. Right click, delete. Right click, delete. Oh man, you deleting the game, bro. What's going on? Yeah, that shit trash.
They went back to the office like, no, can't let them put that shit out. We got the final shape coming out.
They gonna fuck up fight. They gonna fuck up Concord for us. We just got that bag. They gonna fuck up our bag. So y'all know we in the red. Y'all know we in the red. We just got this bag. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's how I look at it, right? And shout out to Master Sip 40, has been a member for 15 months. He said, shout out to the crew. Thank for all you do. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for being, shout out to you, man. Yeah, thanks for being a member, even though we haven't been consistent. This how I look at this. All right.
Hold on. Let me see that recycle bin real quick. Open that recycle bin. Empty.
Yeah,
Empty that motherfucker.
Get that paper sound. You know.
That shit gone. And
Um,
what about this
we
Concord? Oh yeah, that
we've
shit fine. That shit
said
high.
we've said multiple times on this show that Jim Ryan was got and that they over spent on Bungie. And you got people on Twitter saying, y'all ain't never said, no, we've been said this. Just go
Yeah, we
back and
said
look
that
at the
shit, though. We
tapes.
been saying
Let's go back and look at the tapes. Not
Wrong.
thinking.
I gotta wave my hand on that. Look, that sidebar. I never said that Jim Ryan got. I said Jim Ryan was tearing down the motherfucking building of Sony before he left about that bitch. I've been saying that. This was playing.
Let me tell you something. Right, you was reactive to Microsoft buying Activision.
Mm-hmm.
The investors was on your ass, so you had to make a decision to kind of cool them down, right?
Executive decision. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you go by Bungie, your fan base, oh, we got Bungie. And remember, Sony supposed to be this company that know how to manage its studios better than Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
We found out that was a motherfucking lie too, right? Right. So you do that, right? You overspend. Let's round it up to $4 billion. You spend $1.2 billion on retention. And a couple of months ago, you let go 100-some people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You let go 100-some people. You kept some people. You kept the Final Shape crew because you needed them to finish that expansion before you. They was already fired months ago with the 100 people you let go.
That man needed his cars, bro.
When they said they wasn't gonna let nobody go.
Let me show you how fucked up this is. Let me show you how fucked up this is. You let go 100 people. You kept the people to finish, the people you needed to finish the Final Shape, even though they was already fired. Right?
They was already final.
They was already fired. Didn't even know it. So you got these dudes sitting here, Luke, them putting out tweets saying how they happy about the Final Shape and the success and who up the bam. And then the next couple of days, you fire his ass and 250 motherfuckers after they completed the expansion because you needed to get that out. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I posted that clip. Keep on using me until you use me up.
Until they use me up.
They got fucking used. You kept what you needed until that expansion pack got completed. It's done now. And that all them people that y'all would have let go back then with them hundreds, y'all letting go now. They already was fired. That's fucked up. Right? So what happened to the 1.2 billion to retain that, to retain those employees? And now you're saying, okay, we're going to get integrated in Sony. We're going to break off this small team. We got this game that's been in incubation. We're going to release it under Sony. Well, Sony owns you now. You lied about your numbers, and I don't know how you got them numbers past Jim.
Yeah, well, like
Jim
they didn't read, bro. That's probably why he got fired.
Look, how to be one of the world's, for your community to call you the best studio in the world, the best gaming company in the world that manages studios better than any other company in the world. How the fuck you allow Bungie to get those numbers back? Because I guarantee you, when you bought them, they was already in the red because they just came out and said that if they wouldn't have got purchased, that they wouldn't have, Bungie wouldn't exist pretty much, and that Sony saved them, right? So how did a company that's in the red that shouldn't have the leverage they get $4 billion out of you?
Mm-hmm.
You were supposed to get them for the low on the fact that they was in the red and that without you, they wouldn't have existed. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, that nigga Jim. We found out later on that Jim Ryan couldn't read or do math.
Jim Ryan knew about that shit.
Look at that.
That man couldn't read. That nigga saw they put a bunch of numbers in that man's face. He was playing along. Yeah, this shit look good.
Look at the article. Bungie misled Sony about its financial position ahead of acquisition.
And nigga John Ryan said, well, if the minus sign in front of the number, what do that mean?
Listen to me. I'm trying to tell y'all something here, man.
How you pay more for less?
The
Go
reason
ahead, Cook,
being is
go ahead,
this.
Cook.
I'm trying to tell you, Jim Ryan knew the writing on the motherfucking wall. I know that Sony is about to be fucked up after this situation. Due to the fact it is, you got two failed products that wasn't released at the moment, was in the process of being released, and didn't sell shit. PlayStation Portable, fucking VR fucking 2. Failed fucking products, you spent money on that shit. We seen what they did with Spider-Man. They cut the multiplayer, cut the goddamn expenses from that $300-something million damn dollars. You come out and tell motherfuckers, hey, without Call of Duty, we can't make none of these motherfucking games that y'all call AAA bangers over here that everybody know and love. Without Sony, we fuck. I mean, without Call of Duty, we screwed.
He did say that.
Publicly said that. He also said our AAA bangers that we discuss and talk about that does all these great numbers that we supposed to be doing only sells 10 fucking million. So as what Noah would say, you got 60 million in the fucking wild of consoles, and you only said making 10 off the goddamn games that you're making. Make that shit make sense. Lastly, what was the last one? I can't even remember.
Yeah, they done sold 65 million and 20 million. Them bitches ain't never been cut on. That's crazy.
Never been cut on. Damn. And then lastly, you come with this situation. Bro, it was clear as motherfucking day, 3.6 billion, and these people communicate with each other. We know for a fact, yeah, it looks like they are competing with each other when it comes to the social media, because y'all dumb motherfuckers with the console plastic war make it seem that way. But behind closed doors, these guys at the golf court, buddy, he-heing with each other about
It's
how
facts.
much money they making.
It's facts.
He knew about the situation with Bungie going to Microsoft and Phil Spencer them telling them no bueno. Too much. But due to the fact of the situation that's going on, I'm already burning this motherfucker down to the ground because I'm pouring out so much fucking money on hardware and I'm not making a profit on software. Let me get these motherfuckers over here to help us, quote unquote, and I'm going to charge more. On top of that, we said it from jump. Why the fuck would you be giving them these money and you're telling me all IPs will stay as third party under Bungie, not first party? Future titles as well as current titles.
They was desperate, bro. They needed something.
I just fucked over the shareholders with this. Because with less than 2 years, look where we at now.
Right. There you go. That ain't what King Thresh said though.
That's a mastermind.
That ain't what King Thresh said though.
That's a motherfucking mastermind at its finest working.
Let me tell you
Thresh said they'll make their money back in 5 days.
Let me tell you
that's
something.
them plastic war retards that I be talking about. Y'all follow them niggas and think it's gospel.
Shout out to my brother J Rock. J Rock made a very good point on Twitter in one of his tweets. He said, "How you brought shout out to my brother Dirk Griggity. We believe Green Podcast is in the chat, man. Thank you for showing up, brother. And he made a good point. Sony brought Bungie to help them with what?
Multiplayer games. Multiplayer
games as a
live
service,
service game.
Live service game, the infrastructure, all of that, right?
But they did more, and that goes back to what I'm saying. They did more deleting games than helping them make games that thrive.
Yeah, but you brought them in for their expertise in it. Now you done fired over 17% of the workforce, and now you're about to manage the same company you brought that was coming in to help you manage a situation you was lacking in. Help me to understand this.
Exactly. I don't think you see the double entendre in this post.
What talk to
They
me? Talk to me.
they bought them for their expertise to make successful live service games. These dudes ended up canceling, being the catalyst to the reason they canceled most of the games that had any potential to be a huge successful live service game. They canceled Spider-Man. They canceled the factions too. They're the reason. There's an article that came out today. They're the reason these games were canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay almost $5 billion for a company to consult and tell you that the shit that you spent money and worked on is trash and you need to delete it.
Shit that was
And
in
they
It was a
did it.
double A.
that was in development for years, right, Noah?
Yeah, all that money, all that, bro. People act like you when you cancel a game, you just good, bro. That's money that you put into the game, and that's capital you put into the game that you can't get back. That's
You can't
salaries you
get no
done spent.
return on. Yeah.
No return on it whatsoever. You just take the loss. They spent less than $5 billion to take a loss on things that they were working on prior to Bungie joining the crew.
And you know what else is so funny?
Yeah.
The CFO came out and told us that that Sony don't know how to manage shit.
Oh,
right?
snap.
Pretty much.
He said they don't know.
PlayStation doesn't know how to manage.
Yeah, PlayStation doesn't know how to manage
PlayStation.
budgets. He said
they're the same, but I'm gonna differentiate because they're different division. Right.
He said PlayStation don't know how to manage. They bad at management. They're bad at management in terms of scheduling, getting products out on time, and then they also bad at budgeting and finances, right? So, and this is the company that PlayStation dude's been telling me for the last 20 years out manages Xbox.
Microsoft.
Right? So a company that was doing bad management behind the scenes that is now exposed, when they hired and spent $3.6 billion or $4 billion on another company that was doing bad management and didn't know how to manage their shit, or they wouldn't have been in the situation that they were in, right? Then you allow this company that was badly managed and struggling to get you for $4 billion, right? The CEO went and spent $2.3 million on cars soon as the deal closed.
Hey, I don't blame
He went
them.
and spent $2.3 million on cars, right?
That's the biggest jug ever in gaming,
Right.
bro.
Then you find out that the talent that was once there is no longer there. That Bungie is a pretty much shadow of itself, right? And you just spent $4 billion on that, right? Destiny is a good game from what I hear, but it's not successful as Call of Duty. It's not up there with the Fortnites of the world. Hell, it's not up there with none of the people. Don't even talk about Destiny. Final Shake came out to rave reviews, and people don't even talk about that shit. Hell, the PlayStation community don't even talk about that no more. They're not even playing it. If you look at all the engagement, they're not even playing it. All right. So you do all that, right? And now you fire majority of the workforce. Then you try to save some by bringing them into Sony. What the fuck did you spend $4 billion on? Right? You canceled a few projects under Bungie. You have a small project that's in the incubation that you're gonna put, I guess, create under a new studio on the PlayStation from the workers that's transitioned from Bungie over to PlayStation. And what else? What is there? What else? I know you have Marathon. Marathon.
They pretty much spent the last little money in the bank account for a company to do it the exact opposite of what they needed them or intended them to do.
Exactly.
Instead of encouraging and promoting growth amongst your live service games, they pretty much encourage destruction, bro. Like they canned everything that they had, bro. Like what are they really working on? All we know is Concord and it's another game. I forget. It's like some type of heist game.
the marathon, and then they got some secret game they
Shit,
just
that
announced.
game,
Yeah,
that game might not even make it to see light of day, bro. That it's
I saw the art. I saw the artwork in there. It's one of them Fortnite looking games. You know
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, what up, Freddie
the
Wayne? What's up,
you
bro?
know
what the build joints, the
you
build
know
type of game, battle
the
royale.
diabetic gaming that Z and them talk about now. And see,
Yeah,
and them dudes,
marathon might not
Mm.
see light of day, bro. You just canceled. I mean, you just laid off majority of your workforce, like, and then the internal reviews of that game came out, and a lot of people said they wouldn't play it.
shout out to
Dang.
Freddie Wayne with the $5. Shout out to the panel. But a
What's
big shout
good,
out
Freddie
goes to
Wayne?
CNN Community Notes Noah for helping us break them ponies' legs early. Yeah, thanks for that. You
What up,
fucking
Freddie? What up,
you,
Freddie?
you
He
still a
said
trader.
CNN Noah.
You still a trader. Now,
Freddie Wayne,
yeah,
man.
we ain't gonna turn away no trader money because money is money, but you're still a trader. That's
Right. Yeah, boy, I be trying to tell
Hey,
him,
he
man.
redeemed us. Hey, Freddie been there fighting, man. I had to jump in
Hey,
there and back him up, man.
That
He was,
man don't be fight, man.
man. Look, man,
That
Jada,
boy opinion goes with the
Jada's,
wind blows.
Jada's got some weird tactics, bro. So we onto it though.
now my thing is that now if I'm the CEO of Bungie, I ain't got no cares in the world. I just got $4 billion up out of you.
Exactly.
You feel me?
I bought some cars.
You feel? And I know Sony put that stipulation in the clause saying that if they don't hit a certain number, then they get to take them over.
Yeah.
I think they knew that.
Yeah.
I think they knew they weren't gonna hit that shit. But
Bungie was becoming
No,
a
I don't.
hard.
When you say they,
I think Bungie.
the CEO and some of the executives
I
knew.
think the board knew.
The employees, on the other hand,
it was already a hard sell. We went over to Microsoft. They already cut us short and said, no, we barely got this deal. We barely got it. And then when we got in here, we in the red. We ain't jump out the damn red, but while being here. So yes, we already imploding. We got our bread, $4 billion. We up. I'm finna go buy some cars in the yacht. I don't care what nobody say. But I want to ask y'all this because, like I said before, the accolades that Naughty Dog have, and for the situation to go down like it did, even with Insomniac Games and Spider-Man, the accolades that it has, do you think that they internally Sony have beef with those companies due to the way that they got treated because of Bungie? Because
you mean do they have like is there some
it's
internal
gonna be
is there
some
some
issues.
internal animosity within those
Yes,
companies?
within those companies, due to the fact of
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Last of Us didn't even get a beta to allow the consumers, us, to get a chance to even see what they was working on, how it was going to work out, anything. They just said, hey, Bungie said, no, we can't the whole entire thing. It could have
yeah.
been
I mean, it's pure speculation, but I would think so. I mean, they spent several years working on this project, and then this, a new company comes along. It's like, yeah, that shit trash. Cancel all that shit. I would feel some type of way.
yeah, with that being said, and then with Insomniac Games, bro, Spider-Man been carrying PlayStation back for God knows how long, and then you come in and cut our budget. And can the multiplayer that we had going on.
Yeah,
I think Sony
I,
gonna
I,
have some
I really,
problems, boy.
I think it's some animosity there, bro. I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't be surprised.
They got a love and hip hop moment.
I mean, that's their employer though. Like, if they tell them we ain't working on this shit no more, we working
Or
on
we
something
finna
else now.
half-ass some shit. If you
Yeah,
let
we got.
the bottom bitch come in here and just give you some BS, you think we finna keep doing the great job that we doing?
You know what the funny part of it is though
Mm-hmm.
is uh I don't hate Sony, bro. As much as we talk about them, and I have a lot of bad things to say, I don't hate Sony.
Right.
It's the fan base. The crazy
Exactly.
part about it is the backlash, dog. Like, pretty much they came out and said, yeah, we're canceling faction so we can focus on a single player game. And now you got a whole community of hardcore PlayStation fans celebrating that one of the most beloved IPs and one of the most hyped experience in the Factions 2 got canceled because now Naughty Dog can focus on the single player game with no time frame, no roadmap, no release date of when this game is supposedly going to release. Bro, if that ain't brainwashed, bro, I don't know. I don't know what it is, dog. I don't know what it is.
Bro, they already done said where they stand at. I think I heard Z say on his show that Sony need to get back to what they know how to do best,
And what is that?
which is single player experience. Get out of that multiplayer gas area of things and just focus heavily on single player.
Who said that?
That's what Z said
When?
a few days ago. It was on one of them shows. I wasn't there. It was like one of them PlayStation Commission shows when there was only pony niggas around.
That's what got them in the position they in right now.
Come on now. There you go. I ain't have to say it.
They really, bro. It looked like they. I'll be honest with you, bro. When that Insomniac shit leaked, it really looked like they had some shit cooking, dog. Especially with that Spider-Man MMO.
Yep.
Bro,
They should have stuck with that.
They had some shit cooking.
They should have
I ain't
stuck
gonna
with
lie.
that.
Yo, Bungie went in there and red shot, bro. Yo.
And it looked like it was damn near a finished product.
It looked like it was. They done a ton of work on it, dog. Like that's crazy, bro. That's got to be the most. That's got to be the most epic jug I've ever seen, man. So Bungie came in, got the money, got extra money. Not to for retaining the employees, still end up laying them niggas off. CEO ran it and got $2 million worth of classic vehicles, bro. And then canceled all the hot shit they had working on
And then again,
Concord.
that they did choose is flopping right now.
Yeah, dog.
They had to be a secret agent.
Yeah, to Phil gave them niggas the Void. Look, bro.
Man. Look.
Phil Italian, dog. Phil part of the mob, bro. You can't tell me no different.
I said earlier.
Phil made that call and said, "Yeah, blow this shit up."
Look at this. I'm telling you, if those two guys that got fired, the CEO of Bungie, they got fired or laid off, or whatever happened to them, if they end up signing with Sony, with Microsoft, it was an inside job. It was on purpose. They did it on purpose.
That's crazy, God. Who would have thought, bro?
If I'm the CEO of Bungie, I ain't got no worries. Let me tell you something. I just oversold a struggling company for $4 billion. I'm set for the rest of my motherfucking life, either way it goes. Whether we integrate into Sony or not, and y'all still paying us monthly because y'all couldn't do it all in cash like Microsoft. So y'all still spending money on us on us monthly until y'all can get that shit off y'all books, right? If I'm that Pete Carson dude, whatever his name is, I'm good. Y'all already know that some of the executives been jumping ship anyway. The Luke and him, they didn't get fired. They said they left because they knew what was coming. They seen the writing on the wall. So they taking their parachute money from that transaction and getting the fuck up out of there. And Bungie is going to be a shell of itself. And you know what it's going to come down to? Sony spent $4 billion on the Destiny IP and Marathon IP. Because what they got, Destiny, Marathon ain't even out yet, but even that's been getting bad reviews from people in the Tarkov community saying they wouldn't even play the shit, right? So they had to go back to the drawing board on that. The other titles that you don't know of, their biggest title that they made, Halo, they don't own no more. That's with Microsoft. So at the end of the day, a lot of them motherfuckers at Bungie is gonna jump ship, continue to jump ship, And then the PlayStation community, like J Dub Neil was saying today, talking about when they got the IP, that's a big thing. Who told you Destiny was worth $4 billion?
And they ain't planning on making another one. That's the crazy.
Who told you?
They canceled the third one.
Think about this. When Microsoft brought Bungie, right? Before Microsoft brought Bungie, they was working on a specific Halo game. Well, I wouldn't even call it Halo. Halo, it didn't even have a name, but it was in a universe for Mac. When Microsoft got them, Halo was created. The name, all that shit was created under Microsoft, and Microsoft put pressure on them to have Halo ready by the launch of Xbox, because when Halo first showed at the shows, it was buggy. It was going through a lot of issues, and at that time, people thought that it wouldn't have made it due to the issues. Well, Bungie and them locked themselves in the room and got that shit done. Ta-da! You have one of the greatest first-person shooters ever created in the world that set the way for every first-person shooter out there, outside of GoldenEye, and then set the controller configuration for every first-person shooter game out there ever since. That company no longer exists anymore, right? So now Sony just spent, think about this, they spent 3.6, we're gonna round it up, $4 billion on Bungie. And Destiny, what? Is Destiny $1 billion franchise?
No.
No. Is Destiny $1 billion? You mean to tell me that niggas is celebrating the fact that Bungie gets swooped up under by Sony? What other IPs do Bungie own? Tell me. Compare, and I want to ask this. I want a motherfucker to tell me, compared to what Microsoft purchased with Activision, Blizzard King, right? What other IP does Bungie own that make them worth $4 billion?
Shit, ain't none, bro.
You can't think of none. Because Microsoft brought them in the game. And what in their legacy title that they did, they don't own it no more. So what makes you think in the world that they worth $4 billion, that Destiny and an IP that you ain't never played in Marathon is worth $4 fucking billion? That's why Jim Ryan the fuck up out of there. Oh, they got them, well, the 3.6 billion and the $4 billion was for their expertise. Well, they just fired their expertise. Now what you gotta say? They just fired their expertise that they just let them go. More than 17% of them. And that ain't gonna stop, because it was like over 50. Bungie had like over 1,500 employees, 1,300. They not done. They are not done. Okay. They're not done.
Are we really witnessing the demise of PlayStation right now?
Freddie, that's how you supposed to talk to Z and J Dub when they be lying on the panel. Y'all let them niggas lie. Because if this was Microsoft, if this was happening to Microsoft, niggas would be laughing right now, saying how Phil got played.
Yeah, they would.
Jim Ryan got played, and the CFO had to get him the fuck up out of there. You got a company, he running around taking trips all around the world trying to stop a deal. He lied to the regulators and then lied to the motherfucking investors. Y'all spending millions and millions and millions of fucking dollars trying to stop this Activision deal that y'all didn't get accomplished, right? Then you go make this desperation move to overspend on Bungie. They put y'all ass in a cobra clutch, got y'all ass. So even if they get sucked into, the company is a shadow of where it was. You spend $4 billion on the name. You spent $4 billion on Destiny and the name of Bungie. Because people over there jumping shit. They over there jumping shit. Then you turn around, right? You're not paying attention to your own studios. They over there sitting on their ass, taking 7, 8 years to develop a motherfucking game, running them numbers up. Spider-Man 2 damn near cost 400 million motherfucker. And would have cost more if Sony wouldn't have came in and said, and cut the motherfucking budget in the middle of development. So you mean to tell me in the middle of developing Spider-Man, y'all was already at 300 million?
Hey, you know what? Post sidebar. I don't think people really understand what they dealing with when you dealing with insomnia. I saw the interview of the guy in charge of making Spider-Man 2, and he made a comment and said, I don't care how it impacted the game. I had to make Mary Jane OP.
Hmm.
I didn't care if it was logical or made sense or if it detracted from the game. It had to be in there, even if we had to cut content. Bro, this is the mindset of people in charge of your biggest IPs.
They cut a lot of content. They had to cut a lot of content. That's why, they don't talk about Spider-Man 2 no more.
Not just for budget, but simply because they wanted Mary Jane to be OP, to be like the main protagonist in the game, bro. You thought me and Mello was joking about washing the dishes and paying the mortgage, bro. We did that, bro. That shit is in the game, dog. Have you beat it yet, Post?
I ain't been back to it since.
Oh man, bro, I want you to play it just so you know we ain't capping.
My son beat it. I got past the first boss.
Yeah,
that was it.
Did he? Did your son tell you about the part we was telling you about?
No, he just said that I beat Spider-Man 2.
Okay,
and then he showed me. But him,
yeah, bro,
he'll be in.
Yeah, he probably involved in a story like that, but
you 15. You ain't worried about that.
yeah, I think when people complain about like woke, that might be the most woke game I've ever played, dog. Where like as a man, Peter Parker being a man, I felt like his manhood was challenged that entire game, bro. That shit's crazy. But not to get off topic, man. It's just like I'm just flabbergasted, bro. Like some of the things I hear from developers and some of the actions I'm seeing from CEOs and people that's in charge of business, man. Like you're supposed to put the business part is supposed to be priority.
Yeah. Hold on. What is it?
Yeah, emasculated. That's the word I'm looking for. Appreciate that, Freddie Wayne. Freddie Wayne with the alley oops. Emasculated, dog. They just emasculated Peter Parker. Hey, yo, what's up, Live Supremacy? What's good, bro?
And then, what's up, lad? And then let me finish cooking, right?
Yeah.
All this happened, right? And then Jim Ryan said, okay, we finna switch the budget. We finna invest in 12 games as a service. We finna throw 12 of these bitches at the wall and see which one stick. Oh, Sony had to step in. Oh, this dude wilding. It's time for you to retire, bro. You did enough. You didn't wasted enough money. It hasn't been no oversight on these studios who've been wasting money in terms of budget, scheduling, and all that. You overpaid and got outplayed by Bungie. And now you trying to spend and invest our whole and bank our whole future on games as a service, and you trying to put 12 of them motherfuckers and throw them again. What are we doing here?
And lost Call of Duty on his watch.
On his watch. And then you came out and made that comment. I think that was the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, it put fear in the market. If I was an investor, I sell. Damn, they're about to lose Call of Duty.
If Microsoft banned Call of Duty, your best look, you should have just went to the negotiating table. Look, we can't let them people know how vulnerable we are if we don't have Call of Duty. So let me go to the table with Phil. Let's negotiate. Look, Phil, you know we got a large Call of Duty fan base over here. Let's make something work. Let's talk these numbers out. No, you didn't do that. You played yourself, and you wasted millions and millions and millions of dollars, and still lost.
The man pretty much said, "You know how we've been successful all these years? It's because of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And if we lose them, we're not gonna be able to replicate the success we've had."
You just
And
said
then lost Call of Duty.
And then lost Call of Duty. And then you said PlayStation wouldn't exist without Call of Duty. What?
Yeah.
You literally said that it ain't your first party game, the success of your first party games that's funding your big IPs or themselves. Call of Duty is funding all your first party games.
That's what he said. If it's true or not, I don't know, but that's what the man said. And if I'm an investor and I'm trying to make money and you tell me that and then
That's
you lose the cash cow, bro, I'm out.
But then Microsoft put you on notice. They said you got 10 motherfucking years to get your shit together.
Yeah, you better get that Concord ready.
Because if Call of Duty was doing that for you, what it's gonna do for our first party? What it's gonna do for our content? If it was funding your whole library like that, your whole first party, what is it gonna do for us now that we own it? You got 10 motherfucking years. You better make the best of it. I give you 10 fucking years to get your infrastructure together. I give you 10 fucking years to find your own Call of Duty. And you ran to Bungie thinking Destiny and their tutelage was going to do something. And they ran your ass. They did a number on you. And now executives is leaving, employees are leaving. And I guarantee you the CEO of Bungie ain't going to be there that long. He's not going to be there.
Nah, he got his money though. He ain't bugging. He got his money.
His bread, and he ain't gonna
He probably got mad stocks in the company. Man, bro, dude taken care of, bro. He spending $2 million on cars.
He got retirement money.
Facts. Being fired from your job don't mean the same for him as it do for us, bro. It's just
he'll take his walking papers.
Yep. Still get a severance pay. Then apply and then probably work for another company and run them into the ground. Make it more.
And let me tell you something. Think about this. When Jim Ryan left, he sold all his motherfucking shares. Think about that. A man that been with that company as long as he been, when he left, he could have kept his shares there. If he knew the foresight that Sony was gonna be, you feel me? I'm gonna keep my serious.
Oh yeah, he knew that shit was.
This is a good investment.
Nah.
The nigga sold. That wasn't a red light to you dudes. That he sold all his shares and got up out of there. I bet motherfucker leave Microsoft right now and they got a lot of shares in Microsoft. Them motherfuckers sitting there.
They don't hear you post.
I will say it again. I bet motherfucker leave Microsoft and has a lot of shares in Microsoft. I bet you them shares are sitting there. I bet you they not selling them. That should have been a red flag. But now we got these ponies, right? Who spend most of their time talking about Xbox because talking about Xbox because they scared to look themselves in the mirror. You motherfuckers got 10 years. You don't know. You got two CEOs now, Herman Host and what's the name, that's running PlayStation, right? They did the split similar to Microsoft. You got one that's gonna cover the studio and the content. Then you got one that's gonna cover the hardware and the platform. Well, what's that? Sarah Bond covers the hardware, the platform stuff, and then Matt Booty covered the studios and the content.
Yep.
You don't know what you don't. They haven't gave you a future direction. I'm talking about since all of this shit happened and continues to happen. You don't know what Sony is going to be, what they're going to be for the foreseeable future. Because the Sony you all celebrated, that Sony no longer exists. What's the name told y'all that months ago when he was saying that the people that made PlayStation, the PS3, the PS4 era, that them people are no longer there, right? Right? Y'all, I guess you motherfuckers don't let. What is PlayStation? What is the future of PlayStation? Right? What is that? What games you got coming? What roadmap? Well, you know you ain't getting no big bangers this year, right? And now I see why y'all doing it, cutting these people and trying to cut costs, because y'all still paying that Bungie tax every motherfucking month. They got down on y'all ass. And then y'all laughed at Phil and say, Jim Ryan did what Phil couldn't. I see why. You remember that? Remember? Remember they was telling us that Jim Ryan, after they acquired Bungie, that Jim Ryan did what Phil couldn't. Now who look fucking stupid now? And then you did the employees dirty. You fired the 100 motherfuckers, told the rest of the motherfuckers that they were safe. Soon they finished the final shape, you fired them motherfuckers. Crazy. But we supposed to believe you niggas are still out here celebrating hardware numbers and this and that and Sony bit. For what? I heard Kratos today talking about, well, what did he say? Talking about the casuals play on PlayStation. I think Freddie Wayne asked him a question about how would he sell a PlayStation 5 to an alien that was from another planet or some shit. Nigga, more than half of your install base is still on the PlayStation 4. You can't even sell a PlayStation 5 to them. How the fuck you gonna sell it to some aliens?
Oh, I pause. Then he gonna say that he then gonna try to make the point like so people can't buy a PS4 and a PS5 at the same time, or the P. So you mean to tell me that people would rather play their PS4 than their PS5 if they went and bought one? I mean, these are the arguments that we have. So his argument was pretty much, if you own a PS4, you can still go out and buy a PS5. So my counter is that so somebody will go out spend that much money on a PS5 just to play the PS4 that they've owned since 2013. What sense does that make?
It don't make no sense at all. And when Freddie asked me that question, I was really sitting there listening to because I wanted to see what his answer was gonna be. And he said, "Well, I wouldn't say anything. I would just play the games. The games will speak for itself. Sony got bangers. Yeah. Them same games that motherfuckers in the PS4 era didn't seen and still not enticed to upgrade to a PS5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you see, did you see the MPDs?
No,
bro. Sea of Thieves rank higher than I want to say majority of first party PlayStation games on there. If I'm not mistaken.
This the recent MPD?
Yeah, for July.
Oh, let me see here. I see here.
I looked at it this morning, but I remember Sea of Thieves ranked higher than than the bangers.
Oh, I think you're talking about this. Let me see.
I said, nope, I haven't touched my PS4 in a year. I have my PS5 for a year. Right? Most people that upgrade to PS5, they're not playing the PS4. So the people that are still playing on the PS4, it's safe to assume either as a family member playing on it or they just not upgraded. They just haven't upgraded.
Okay, so this is June. This is for June, right?
Should be July.
This is June. Hold on.
Should be July.
Let me go back here. Come in.
Damn, bro. Sea of Thieves is still selling like that, bro. That's crazy.
Hold on, let me get July up here.
I'm about to boot us some Sea of Thieves, bro.
I ain't played Sea of Thieves in a minute.
Shit, I don't mind running. Great game,
Let me
bro.
see. This was 13 hours ago. Let me see here. I think this is. Wait, hold on. Okay, this was Junior. Oh, that's 13 hours ago. Let me see here.
So that was June. It should be July. Or was it June?
It look like it's from June.
Cause we're in August now. Maybe it was.
Oh, let me see. Let me get the latest. I'm gonna go Matt Piscatella. Yeah, July 8th. Video game industry sales. Reporting period from May 5th, 2024 through June 1st. Digital
Okay.
leader panel data sharing publishers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me do this here. Yeah, so it should be June. Let me see. Let me check. Let me scroll down. And while I'm doing it, did you hear about Game Informer Man closing down?
I already shut down. I saw that. Man, IGN bought everybody. Bought everybody else. Ain't nobody complain about what man, my mind is elsewhere, bro. What's the term when one company buy up everybody?
A monopoly.
Nah, not monopoly. It's a specific word everybody was trying to use when Microsoft was buying ABK.
Okay, so I think this is right here. Is it? Okay, this is June 2nd, 2024 through July 6th.
Consolidation. There you go, Freddie. There you go. I don't know what my vocab at today, but yeah, consolidation.
All right, so let me see here. I think that's it.
IGN on damn near everybody when it comes to gaming publications.
Okay, so look, man, we're gonna do this, man.
What you got? What you find? You gonna
But
post on screen?
no, before we get about it, hold on. Let me see here.
Am I right though? Did see Thieves
I
right
think
higher than didn't it rank higher than PlayStation's first party?
yeah, so this is right. This is right that I had on the screen. So let me go back to here. Okay, so this is June 2024 US top 20 best-selling games. This is physical and full games digital from the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox platform for publishers and the digital leader panel. This is the reporting period of June 2nd, 2024 through July 6th. Okay, Elden Ring is number 1. Modern Warfare number 3. You know, you got the Kingdom Hearts stuff. You still got Minecraft at number 6. You got MLB The Show at number 7. And then you got Sea of Thieves that sits above Helldivers 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man 2.
But where's Destiny 2?
It's not up here. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Where
But
is Destiny 2?
If you let media tell it, the game was highly successful, but I don't see it.
Well, no, you let the PlayStation community who celebrated the purchase of Bungie, who say they buy more games than any other community than Xbox and Nintendo, who say they are the richest community. Remember they call us broke? Remember they was calling the Xbox community broke and Nintendo community broke, and that they got the richest people in their community. They buy their games, they don't do subscriptions and all of that.
Yep.
And so they did all that celebrating for Bungie and ain't supporting it.
I recall, bro. I bought the DLC. I don't play it. I thought I like it, but it don't feel like nothing new.
Look at this.
But
This is the top 20. Where's Destiny?
Where is factions?
Look at this. One thing you can be for certain is that Call of Duty and Minecraft, them joints, look at Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves doing Lord's work, bro.
And let me check Kratos 2 on this. Sea of Thieves was successful way before it came to PlayStation.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That means people want to play it on PlayStation more than they do Xbox.
There
was already 30 million. There's already up 30 million users before they even came to PlayStation. What are we talking about, Noah?
You know what we don't hear no more is where the games or Xbox make games nobody wants to play. Everybody wants to play the Xbox game. Now they can't even use that no more. Now the argument is why is nobody buying the hardware?
Hey, you remember it's like Vaughn came on Z Show today and said, well, when is Xbox gonna start making games with good gameplay? I say, look at this nigga trying to flip the script now. First year was when is Xbox gonna make a graphically impressive game, but since Hellblade 2 came out, they can't talk that graphic shit. So now it's when is Xbox? Nigga, Xbox always been making games with good gameplay. What are you talking about?
Thanks, brother.
I know you're tired, brother. I had a long day at work too.
Yeah, man.
So we gonna get through this and then we gonna go. Look at this.
But no, this some real shit though, bro. Like it's got to be said, man.
Look at this. All of the games. Last of Us 2 is not on here, right? Horizon Zero Dawn is not on here.
Bro, the only time you see Horizon Zero Dawn is when it's bundled. Like I don't even consider. I haven't seen that game stand on its own.
The other joint is not on here. That Insomniac made.
What you talking about?
The one that's graphically that they will celebrate. Oh, look how graphic! It looked like a Pixar game.
Ratchet.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all biggest bangers came and left, and didn't even motivate the PS4 community to come over to buy your hardware.
Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima might be there. Might be their saving grace, but I'm a God of War fan, bro. But it's sad to see that.
It came and went, and that's the issue. Their games have no longevity. You can say what you want about Halo; it still has a community. It's still being played. Minecraft is always in the top 10 or the top 5. It's still being played, right? Similar like a Roblox. Call of Duty is forever being played. And when Microsoft get the rest of them on there, it's gonna do something. It's gonna do something, and people may start coming over once they realize that all of them Call of Duties and Game Pass that you could play them online, 4K, 120 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Microsoft have a lot of IP that has longevity, right? Longevity, right? Hellblade 2 is a single player game. I don't expect that to have a longevity. It's a single player game. Once you complete everything you're doing with it, it's done. Starfield, I will have longevity, right? They already
my thing is though, I hope Hellblade 2 comes to the PS5, bro, because then it will finally get it'll get the respect it deserves. And I'm not saying that we Xbox, we didn't buy it. We loved and played the game. We played it on Game Pass. I don't know why people act like games are gonna sell a lot when you have access to Game Pass to play it. But I'm just talking about from like journalists and the media. They shat on that game simply because it's Xbox. But we all know, bro. Once they get announced for for the PlayStation, people opinion will change, bro. We seen it.
Now this is the reporting period of December 2023 through July 6th. So we got Helldivers 2 up here. We know the PC community carried that, right? Modern Warfare still where it's at. MLB The Show is up a little bit. Elden Ring down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sea of Thieves is still on the list. It's still, and how is it? Look, how is that above Marvel Spider-Man 2, Stellar Blade, and Rise of Ronin.
Yeah, people were feeling
Wait,
it, bro.
wait, what? Wait. Hold on. The Kraken was lacking Sea of Thieves?
Mm-hmm.
The diabetic gaming Sea of Thieves? A
And
trash
they
game?
always wanted to play.
Don't nobody want to play Sea of Thieves? It's trash. Who gonna play that? Don't know casual. Is that sitting above Spider-Man 2, Stellar Blade, and Ronin?
Yeah,
What?
bro. My God, may Jesus have mercy on y'all soul. So it credit to the community.
Hey,
Code 10. I like to see a world where COD isn't a big deal, but it definitely ain't this world. Yeah, bro. They like I don't get it now. They
hey,
try to downplay everything, bro. Like
we gotta check our brother. This brother Kratos and Z do some of the most professional lying I have ever seen. Look at this, Sea of Thieves. Remember, Kratos used to tell us,
that's what
"Ain't
I was
none
saying
of
on the
Microsoft
podcast, bro.
IP."
I don't know if people was picking up what I was putting down, bro. But I told you I don't know if you heard me post, but when I was on their show, I was telling them
Oh,
you could Google it, you could fact check me. Everything I'm saying is legit.
wait. You mean the Spider-Man that the ponies told us that none of Microsoft IPs can touch, especially a trash game like Sea of Thieves, is above Spider-Man 2, Stellar Blade,
Hmm.
that got all the sexual demons in the PlayStation community up in an uproar, and then the Rise of Ronin exclusive that they celebrated? You mean Sea of Thieves is above all? Oh, Kratos. Oh, we're gonna have a conversation with Kratos. We're gonna have to get some honesty out of this, brother. Tell me I'm not looking at this, brother. And that's Sea
Yeah,
of
bro.
Thieves and Minecraft. So these kiddie games that M and Z used to always criticize Microsoft for, the diabetic game and the kiddie game. Don't nobody want to play that kiddie shit. Who
It's
gonna
the
play?
wave now.
It's the wave.
It's the wave.
So gameplay does matter, and it does supersede graphics, right? Huh? Because I could. Do you see? Did they say Horizon Zero Dawn was the 2 was the best looking game in the world? Is it on this list? Do y'all see Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West? Huh? But you sure do Sea of Thieves, because fun will always trump the way a game looks.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Minecraft.
people don't go to the store or, and say I want to buy Horizon Zero Dawn. That shit is always bundled, bro. Like
Let me tell you something. Let me tell
I
you
would,
something.
I'm curious to know how many of them Horizon both Forbidden West and Zero Dawn sold without being bundled with a console.
Let me tell you something. Roblox. I watched my daughter play Roblox, right? And I'm gonna have to
So
get a PC because she prefer PC, keyboard and mouse. And
yeah,
and it's not the most graphically impressive game. Matter of fact, it ain't graphically impressive at all. You'll think it was something that could run on a Nintendo or Super Nintendo, right?
hmm,
But they be having fun with that motherfucker.
yeah, bro. My niece
They
she be playing it.
they be wilding. She be on sometimes on her Mac. She got out there. Um, um, the nieces and nephew come over. They be on their iPads, their iPhone, and they all just be out there having a conversation. In Roblox, saying do this, do that, like we used to do back in the days when we sat around the TV when we didn't have internet. That's how they
Yeah,
be with that Roblox shit. And I'm just looking at it like, it don't got 4K. It don't got the most impressive pixels or
we
graphics.
dinosaurs. We dinosaurs, dog. Like I don't know
Bro,
to tell them, bro. I be trying to tell them, dog. Like
bro,
they be using old
let me say,
criteria, dog. An old
they be
grading
having
scale.
a they be having a blast. And I look at that shit. I don't know what the fuck I be looking at, Noah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what they be playing or whatever. They be upgrading their character. She asks for Robux to get certain
Yeah,
things. I don't know what it's for. All I know that her hands on that keyboard and that motherfucker, I be 100 miles going north. And it just be so much stuff going, and they just be balling out, having fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But look at that. We need to take a picture of this. Oh, hold on. Let me take a screenshot of this, because let me do this. Let me do it. We're gonna take a screenshot of that. Because who knows? I'm gonna have to troll with this in a little while. Right, hold on. I'm gonna have to troll with this in a little while. All right. So we know that Z and Kratos was doing a lot of lying. My brother J Dev, shout out to him in the chat. They was doing a lot of lying. So let's look at what else we got here. And let me see. What is this? This is the top 10 games played on PlayStation 5, ranked by monthly active users. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, Fortnite. Call of Duty HQ. Right? Y'all, like I said, y'all was gonna see Roblox in Minecraft. Wait, hold on. What? What are Noah, do you see what I see?
What you see? I ain't got the stream up.
Okay, I see 10. I think it's a 10 games, right? Chat, tell me, chat, let me know, chat. Am I missing something? Hey, Tarnish, hold on. I thought I was the only one, and we got a winner. Tarnished. First party, none of them.
Except for MLB The Show. MLB The Show was.
No, look. This is most played. Look, top 10 games played on PlayStation 5.
Oh, that's PlayStation.
Ranked by monthly active users. Look at that. Fortnite, Call of Duty. Look at that.
Multiverse. None of their games, bro.
None of them.
But hold on. So you mean to tell me their games are being mostly played on PC? Because how do you make the list for all platforms, but don't make the list for your own platform?
No, the other one was sales data. That was
sales.
Sales data.
Okay.
This one is strictly, and this is why Jim Wayne was trying to do what he was trying to do. This is why PlayStation is pivoting now to a direction that Microsoft been pivoted to. Microsoft been understood the power and the importance of monthly active users, right? PlayStation waited too long. They sat in the kitchen too long with them single player games, right? Now they got to play catch up. Look at this shit. All them games that my brother Z and my brother Kratos and all the PlayStation dudes, Thrash, Bari, all of them, Porter Rock, all my guys from the PlayStation side. Even though we be throwing bows, but they say Sony has the best IP in the world. They have the best studios in the world. They say everybody loves PlayStation games and everybody wants to play PlayStation games. I look at this top 10 chart. Nobody is playing PlayStation first party games. And what happens if they're not playing your games? Noah? Huh?
There's no demand for it.
Right?
They're not playing a game. There's no engagement. There's no demand for it. You lose mind share.
So you're a third party box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bulk of your money coming from third party.
Yep.
Right? Because if your first party game is, they generate money for a certain amount of period of time. Yeah, they might sell 10 million, 15 million, but then they fall off the fucking map. And then you got to wait another 5 or 6, 7 years for you to release another single player first party game for it to do the same thing again. But in that span, Minecraft and Call of Duty is still charting. It still got active users. There's still DLC expansions and microtransactions. It's still making bread, while the studio that just dropped the first party game sold 10 million, 25 million, right? And it fell off the motherfucking chart because people is done with it. And now you got to wait for that studio another 6 or 7 years to make another banger to do the same thing. And so you're spending money trying to get that done. And Microsoft got games like Minecraft, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty.
Already a step ahead, bro.
All of these stuff that's just constantly making money 24/7 every day of the week. Yep. It's a difference. This is what Sony realizing, that we need some games as a service in between our releases of our first party games, because we need residual income. We can't keep waiting 5 years apart from a game. Go ahead.
What Dark say is levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Like, you really right though, bro. Yeah. Like their top 10 games. Hold on. GTA 5, Roblox, Multiverse, and Minecraft. Microsoft is 2 of those games with Minecraft and Call of Duty.
Yeah, and just think, look how long Roblox was exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Imagine how many were playing Fallout when it was popular after the TV show came out. That probably, man.
Yeah, and so think about it. You got the Fallout shit that's still making bread. You got World of Warcraft that's still making bread. Minecraft, Call of Duty that's still making bread. Then you got what's the other RPG online? Elder Scrolls Online that's still making bread. Look, these are all games as a service. These are all games where you pay monthly for, or where you can play monthly for, right? You still got Overwatch, right? Well, Overwatch you don't pay monthly for, but I'm just saying these games where either you're paying monthly for or you're paying microtransactions, getting updates and stuff like you do with Fortnite and all that shit. Microsoft got a hell of a lineup of games as a service where they're making money every day. Well, somebody's paying a subscription every day. Just think, every day it goes by somebody paying a subscription to World of Warcraft or Elder Scrolls Online. Or Minecraft. Then you got people in the Minecraft side that's making money off Minecraft because they're able to create shit. Then now you got
bare minimum, at least Game Pass.
And then what you do? You create Starfield, a single player game, right? You update it, you get it 60 frames per second, but then you update the tool. You drop the tool to allow people to create their own games, their own worlds, their own planets in Starfield, right? And at some point might set up their own stores to sell items that they create to other players in the community. Well, that's what Sony should have been doing. That's how you create a single player game and then give it longevity. Look at Elder Scrolls, right? Single player game, you got an online portion of it, but even a single player game is still out there making money. Still has a community where you could purchase custom made items created by that community and sold by that community. That's how you make a single player game and give it legs. Here, take these creative tools, go in this game, create your own worlds, your own maps, your own storylines if you want to. Also here, create your own items and sell them to the community and make some money off of it. I don't know where they think Microsoft, look, hardware down, you know why them software and services numbers up, right? You know why them numbers up. And I think the investors don't even care about the hardware being down. As long as that software and services is up and making bread, they're gonna be good.
They're only making as many Xboxes as they need to.
Right. And software and services supplement hardware anyway. And so
but why when I told Z and Jada they just disregard that argument and try to,
because those two guys are doing their best to try to ignore what's really going on at Sony. They know they ain't never seen Sony in this position before. They have never seen Sony in this position before, the position that they in now. And they don't know what PlayStation is going to be in the next 5 or 10 years, or even if PlayStation might even exist. Because somebody might come through and swoop their ass up and purchase their ass, right? Which is still a possibility, right? All right. So their community don't know what PlayStation is going to be. They know the roadmap is that Sony is trying to get a a couple of games as a service because they need their residual income. They need to be making money from first party title. I'm talking about money that's theirs. I'm not talking about money that they get from third party games that they get a percentage of. I mean, they need money from their first party, and they need to have 100% of that bread instead of that 30 or whatever percent they get. They need their 100%. They need some of their first party studios to have games that bring in residual income where they're getting 100% of that money. So some of that money can start sustaining on some of their first party development and help with the hardware. Because I did also hear the other races Z allow on his show and J Dub say well, the PlayStation 5 was profitable in the what they said in the first 5 months or something like that. When Freddie was telling them that they'll make money. Yeah, if that was the case, Noah, then why does Sony have some of the lowest profit margins they have ever had in years? If the PlayStation is profitable and making money like y'all say it is, then why does they have some of the lowest profit margins in years to the point the CFO had to step in and got to cutting shit and firing shit and canceling shit? Why? All right, before we go,
my dude.
I don't know. If the PlayStation 5 and then you better thank them motherfucking the what's the names that was buying all the consoles before people can get a hand on. That's why that 20 million at. And they probably ain't sold all of them. I sold all them motherfuckers either.
Facts. But I know it's getting late, bro. You saw the reports about the PSVR 2s.
About this selling or what?
Yeah, selling 2,000%.
Yeah, you dropped the VR down that was $600 something down to $300 something.
Clearance.
It's you pretty much put it on the clearance rack, right? And who probably brought them? Probably the PC community, people from the PC community, who's gonna take probably the drivers and crack the drivers on the motherfuckers so where they can do what they want to do with it. Because I guarantee you, the PC modding community is going to get that PSVR 2 and the features that Sony doesn't allow on it. Somebody's going to crack that shit and make all that shit possible themselves. And then they're going to force Sony to update that motherfucker and bring those features to the PSVR 2 themselves. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. But if you take a $600 product and cut it down to $300, who's not going to go out and buy it? At that point, it's a steal.
Right.
The CFO still told you that the PSVR 2 is what? Taking a back seat. That we're going to focus more on the console than we are VR 2.
Don't tell them that, Post. They ain't ready to hear that.
I mean, that's the truth. That is the truth. He came out and said, pretty much, we're not fucking with VR no more. We finna focus on this console, and they haven't. What attention have they really paid to the PSVR 2 since it launched?
You right.
None.
You're right.
So, see, that's why, man, boy, y'all can't let them brothers speak cap on y'all like that, man. Pastor, man, I be trying to get Pastor the game, man. Pastor don't be listening, man. Pastor be pulling up. Pastor, you gotta be ready, Pastor. They be running your ass in circles, though, Pastor. Yeah,
He just need a little backup, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We need some backup.
Yeah, Sony is in a worst position right now. You don't know what his future is look like. We know the 12 games as a service that they had, a lot of those was canceled. We know that Factions 2 was one of them. That Spider-Man game was one of them. I would have rather seen that Spider-Man game than that Concord shit.
Thanks.
Them Concord numbers was horrible.
I'm disappointed that Spider-Man game got canceled. That shit look dope, bro.
Looked at fire. And they talking about they couldn't find a way to monetize it. Huh? You mean tell me you got some of the best developers in the world that your community say y'all couldn't find a way to monetize that game?
Right.
And then Concord numbers was terrible. I mean horrible. And you ain't hear a word about it. I bet you if that was Microsoft, like they was doing Halo, did you see any of them PlayStation dudes run out there with them Concord numbers like they was making fun of Halo numbers?
Nah.
None of them. They was making
Nah.
motherfucking excuses.
Exactly. Always.
Oh, we're gonna switch to this because we're finna end it out with this. So Microsoft came out today and said that Avowed was delayed to February 18th. What you think about this?
I think it's good, bro. We talked about this during the show, and it looked like Avowed needs to be polished more. It didn't look polished when they showed it.
Okay.
So
I
I
think
mean,
a lot of people
really
was talking about the animations and at least the fighting animations and the
yeah,
impact with the
yeah.
fighting.
It looked janky. It looked cheap. Not to
Mhm.
say it looked like a bad game. It's just
The
like,
graphics
man,
was on point, but the animation kind of took
yeah. And
away from everything.
I really need Obsidian to put their best foot forward with this game.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, what's really important is that when you play RPGs, it's really about the dialogue and leveling up your character
Yeah.
and weapons and shit. But I still need them to come with it though.
Yeah. But I think that's important with RPGs. A lot of RPGs are not graphically impressive, and most people that's like RPG fanatics, when they go in there, they're going in looking for very specific gameplay mechanics, how they utilize, and it
Yeah,
has those old RPG game. How does those old RPG gameplay mechanics that they were used to come over, and then how have you revolutionized that and done it in your own special way? So I think it's more so about gameplay when it comes to RPGs, whether opposed to graphics. But the
yeah.
animation and all that stuff is important as well. I say let them cook.
For me, bro, when I play RPGs, it's about the branching storyline
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and the consequences. Like, if I make a choice or a dialogue choice, I want to see that shit play out in the game. Like,
yeah. Or be
through,
affected by it, or the game, the
yeah,
story or in your actions be affected by the choices that you make in the game.
exactly. I mean, the comeback got to be dope too because I mean that it plays a big part of it. So
Yeah.
I'm not finna sit here and say like, yeah, the comeback don't matter. It do, but it's more to an RPG than just the combat.
Yeah. Look, my perspective on this is that let them cook, right? Let them cook. When a chef is cooking, a chef is always focused on making sure that they have the time to put their product out on the table, that the product that is meant to be out there. So they'll sit back in that kitchen and all that heat, them boiling pots, them frying pans, all them motherfucking Caesars, and they'll sit back there and cook. And when it's ready, when it's a product that they know is ready, that they want to bring out to their guests, they will bring it out. And when they bring it out, they know for sure that this is the product that the guests or the people is supposed to taste or eat or whatever. Let them cook. There is too many games. There's enough games out that it won't even affect. Look, we're still playing backlogs. I'm still playing. I just beat Hellblade 2. Right now, I'm finna move on to. Now I got an itch to play Starfield again. I'm gonna have to play it in increments because I work during the day and then my kids be up all night. So when I get free time to play, I will play. But I just beat Hellblade 2, which was a beautiful story, a beautiful game.
Oh yeah, I
Look,
loved it. I loved it.
look, that's my lady calling me now.
Yeah, man, I'm about to. I gotta go to. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. Where she go out? The back porch? I don't know. I'll check. Did she come back in? Close my door. All right, she gonna check. All right. Yeah. So we put get this why this is the last topic. Look, you got World of Warcraft August 26th. You got Age of Mythology September 4th. You got History Untold on September 24th. So you got
Yep.
those two on games that's kind of back to back. On Diablo 4.
You know we get Kena come out. Remember that Kena Bridge of Spirits?
Yeah.
They
You
come
got
out like a week or two.
yeah. I think I got that on PlayStation. I
Yeah.
still haven't played it yet. So Diablo 4 expansion, Vessel of Hatred comes out October 8th. Call of Duty comes out October 25th. Flight Simulator November 19th. I
Oh yeah.
think Indiana Jones is going to drop somewhere probably in December, or it could get moved up to November or somewhere in there. We'll see. Then we got Shattered Space. I heard this is coming out in September. I heard an update is coming out in August on this month with vehicles, and I heard we'll get the video for the announcement of Shattered Space releasing in September on August 20th. And then they say another expansion called Starborn is slated for 2025 and beyond. We still don't have a release date on Towerborn.
And was Immortal when that 33 Immortals dropped?
That dropped. Let me see here. 33 Immortals. Let me see here. I forgot about 33 Immortals. That dropped. I think that dropped next month, sometime in September, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Right?
I've been playing Flintlock and Jax 82 said did you play Still Wasted Deep? I've been playing that
No,
too.
I haven't played. I did see a trailer on that. It looks like it's a game I just had to make sure it wasn't really on no deep demonic shit. So I did see a trailer, and I think I was vibing to the story what I was seeing in the trailer. So I might get it a try. I just got to make sure it ain't, I don't do that demonic shit. And so Avowed is on February 18th. Then you still got South of Midnight. You still got Doom and Fable that's launching next year. And we got more games launching next year. And then you go this. Then you look, right? And I was listening to the Zenim show today, and Kratos and Z was saying about how Xbox ain't putting out none this year. But on the PlayStation side, they was counting first, second, and third party games. Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
he gonna
doesn't
try
apply.
me.
Right,
He
but
gonna
that
say,
doesn't.
yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to pull it on you, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't apply to Xbox. So if we look at Xbox, January, Power World came out. That's still not on PlayStation, right? In February, Persona 3. This is all stuff in Game Pass. In February, Persona 3 launched in Game Pass. In March, Diablo 4 launched in Game Pass. In April, that Union Chronicle launched in Game Pass. In May, Hellblade 2 launched in Game Pass. In June, we had that fire ass showcase, and Octopath 2 launched in Game Pass, which Octopath 2 and Octopath 1 is in Game Pass. Then in July, right, which we just left out of July, we have Flintlock, we had the Cooney game from Capcom, we have the Dungeons of Hindenburg, and we have Modern Warfare 3, all dropped in Game Pass. Then in August, I think we got a strong gaming games coming in August. I think they just announced Mafia, the what's the name edition coming to Game Pass in August.
Yeah, sir. Yep.
You still got the rumors about the Crash games and the Spyro games, and I think what's the name of them coming in August if that happens, and some other stuff. Then in September, you keep going, right? So August look like it's gonna be a nice month. Then you still go September, Age of Mythology, and then October, Black Ops 6. Then November, you got Stalker 2, and you got Flight Simulator on 24. Then in December, like I said, anything could be in there. We don't know if it's going to be indie or any other game, but you still got a month for indie. And then, like you said, 33 Immortals. We still ain't attacked from that. And it's another game I'm thinking about that I'm missing. And can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think about it. That's coming to game. Damn, it just slipped my mind. But it's so much content that's coming that has came out. And then you still got Warhammer Space Marine 2 that's coming out. So many games that's been out and been into Game Pass. I don't know what they talking about it hasn't been no games on Xbox side. So they ain't count third party and second party games on Xbox sides, but they count them on PlayStation side. But back when PlayStation had all of the first party, they told us third party and second party games don't count. Like these niggas switch up so much, man. These niggas switch up so much. But we finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. We just wanted to get together and politic on the news about Sony imploding right now and their game community turning a blind eye because everybody have to Sony gonna be okay. Sony gonna be okay. It's always like this. I'm so used to Sony being able to get out of stuff and escape and coming through, and they're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way. So we just gonna turn a blind eye to it. You know, it's out there. Bungie got it for $4 billion, but they gonna still be all right. You know, that boy, he went and got 12 cars for $2.3 million, you know. But you know, it's when they get us Sony gonna do right by them. They know how to, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. We want to thank y'all. We want to thank y'all for showing up to the show. Gotta get to going, gotta get these children together, man. And then my lady calling and stuff. And so she should be calling again. I don't want to get in trouble, and then I definitely don't want to. I don't want to get Noah in trouble. But thank y'all for showing up and showing out. We appreciate y'all. Today is Friday. I'm gonna try to get the guys together tomorrow to do our normal state of gaming. It'll be late. It'll be late because tomorrow is Saturday, so it's fight night. Terrence Crawford is fighting. He got a good boxing card. The fight started at I think 6 p.m. Eastern. So that's 5 p.m. my time. So after that's over, then we might do a late show. That's if the guys are still up. So we want to thank y'all for coming through.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
It's animosity.
They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, so I would be a fool to leave my eyes exposed. In the dark I glow, I got neo soul, so with my eyes closed I can see a lot when it's told. I've been exposed, the stories of rose made with pure gold, pearly white gates with the diamond handles. Trying to hustle hard so my family can go down Wall Street without them folks calling us broke. I've been rich before, bro, but not in this lifetime. These kids got swag, but it's not quite like mine. Walked in the crib, my girl watching that Lifetime. She hit me with a question, now I'm down in my lifeline. My life is like a show that hasn't made it to prime time. I'ma skip that prime time and chill in the limelight. A 9mm don't shoot like a 4.5. Mathematic flow, boy, I'm spitting that Einstein. Dog, I swear I must have killed that pussy like 9 times. Now she spoiled and she wanna dine to some fine wine. We ain't jewelry shopping, but you just picked a fine time. Peace, I gotta go, I drop you off at the bus line. I used to kick dirt, now when I travel I touchdown. Ghouls and make you eat dirt for talking about us. Nah, used to be a boy, I'm on my grown man-ish. And if your life sucks, I'm trying to get to know that bitch. If he's cool, then baby, I'm cold as shit. Matter of fact, I don't know nobody cold as this. I'm built for this itch, they trying to study my blueprints. I'm so Swayze, like I studied the blueprint.
Money coming in, so we up now. When I was broke, they wouldn't touch down.
Let's go.
Started from the bottom of the bed, man. Had to get it fat, with no vision. We was lights out, trying to find a way down. Look where I'm at now. I used to be on rocky grounds, but it's solid now. Homies I used to call friends, they ain't solid now. Situations change, I got problems now. Never worry about the haters, focus on the win. When I was down and out, they weren't focused in. Get a little bread, they all focused in. I chose to look at life through a different lens. And my lady stayed down for it all. Take flight, touchdown, we don't round trip at all. We stay, fuck up the towns and the malls. It's her day for being down for the cause.